Now let us assign load. Click on load page. Let us define the new load cases. So the first case is as usual dead load. Add. Second case, let us go for live load. Add. Now when we analyze a steel structure, it is compulsory to consider in any steel structure, wind load is to be considered, as the dead load of the structure will be very light. To assign wind load, we will have to first define wind load. Click on definition. So you can click on wind load. So now add. Close. Now dead load. Click on dead load. Add dead load. So factor -1. Add. Close. Live load. When we assign live load on a truss member, we usually assign on or apply at the nodes. So we will have to apply nodal load. Click on nodal load and we can apply load in any of the three direction, X, Y and Z direction. So let us take, we will apply in Y direction at the intensity of 45 kilonewton, and I have used negative sign to make sure that it will apply vertically downward. Add, and let us take 120 kilonewton and add. Let us take horizontal load acting in X direction as 5 kilonewton. Add. We can also take one negative direction as 7 kilonewton and add. Close. Now we need to assign all these loads on the node. So click on Fy 45 kilonewton meter. So when we have to apply the nodal load, the cursor is to be used is to be nodal cursor only. So click on select the nodal cursor. Now select the load and apply on the nodes. Click on assign to selected nodes. Now click on assign. Yes, so loads have been assigned. Now if you look at the loads, the arrow which is created is too very high. So we can minimize the size of this arrow by changing the scale. So that is done. So click on symbols and label. So we can see different options over here. Force limit is there, animation is there, design results are there, labels are there, scale is there. So click on scale. Now if you take a load scale, the point force is 0.1 kilonewton per meter. So let us change this to 1. Apply. Even now it is more bigger only. So change this to 5. Apply. Apply. So you can see the size of the arrow is been reduced. 20. So it has been reduced more. Now let us reduce even more. So let us go for 30. Apply. Now this looks feasible. So close. Now first load is been applied. Now let us take a second load. Second load is applied. Again click on second load. select now vertical load in y direction 20 kilonewton we will apply on these on the node at the support. By mistake we can see the load is already created, which is of 45 kilonewton. Now if we want to remove that, then click on 45 and click on toggle load. So toggle load, then select the nodes. So if I click on toggle load, we will remove the node. This is how we can remove the load which is already been assigned. Now we will go for a second one and select the nodes, click on it and assign to the selected node. Now the load is been selected and applied. Now we'll go for a force in x direction. So select the force and select the node. Assign to the selected node. So this looks smaller. So now if we want to look this arrow in a bigger scale, let us go back to the diagrams, go to the scale and instead of 30 go for 25. Apply. So this can be seen, or you can also go for 20. So this is seen. Now select. Now let us apply 7 kilonewton. No, x minus in x direction. So I have taken minus x minus y to apply directly on these two nodes. So select these two nodes and assign the force. Now the load is been assigned. So you can look different scale. This is how we assign the live load and dead load. Now we will assign wind load. To assign wind load, click on type 1 wind load and add. Here in this window we can see intensity and exposures. Intensity is a quantity of pressure which has been applied. So let us take it as 2 kilonewton per meter square. And height, we can restrict the height or we can give full height. So add. Let us restrict the height to 3 meter. Add. Now factor, exposure factor, let us take it as 1. Add. Close. Now the intensity and the pressure is applied. Now the next step is to give the load combinations. Load combinations. Click on the load page. New one. So load combinations, in a load case, load combination is available. So go to dead load plus live load plus wind load and 1. Add. Close. These are we give the load cases. If you want to look at the complete load cases which has been defined, you just click on that plus, and if you click on this you will see what is a wind load applied, the intensity and the explosions.